to calls for violence posted online. Members of Congress on both sides of the aisle. Our Washington News Bureau obtained data from the U.S. Capitol Police Department showing threats against lawmakers have been increasing every year for the past 5 years in emails, social media, and phone calls.
Tell that stupid
There was an explosion of cases reported in just the first 70 days of this year, with more than 4,100 reported threats to Capitol Police alone.
The architect of the Capitol tells us 11 Confederate statues still remain on Capitol grounds today. That includes statues of Jefferson Davis of Mississippi and Alexander Hamilton Stevens of Georgia.
Across the country, there are 8 regional specialized units. In 2020, they arrested more than 77,000 people. According to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 2020 recorded the largest single-year increase in murders in a century.
Our company-wide investigation that surveyed more than 8,000 teachers in 34 states. 71% told us they've experienced physical violence by a student at least once. More than half said they've experienced it more than once.
It's like mold and sewage at their homes on base. He sent a bipartisan letter with other senators to the Defense Department demanding answers for these families. The letter stems from findings in an Inspector General report for the Defense Department last year. It found the DoD has been, quote, unable to effectively monitor and ensure the health and safety of its service members and their families. The senator's letter points out because of the lack of information, the department may not flag housing conditions that could lead to asthma, lead poisoning, cancers, and more. Some are requiring these non-disclosure agreements when a military family wants to accept a settlement offer over housing problems. That's why this military family says it refused to sign an NDA for a settlement agreement. In a statement, a spokesperson for the Office of the Secretary of Defense told me, yes, the department is aware that some housing companies are using NDAs. He pointed out it's allowed under the law and says the department supports the NDA requirements.